Are you expecting to knock out Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, I aim to knock him out. He's got the crown and the keys to, everything you could ever imagine. I need to go out there and take him from him. That's in my character as a fighter, to always go for the knockout. I'm proud of coming through the battles, coming out of darkness into the light. The boxing life I've lived, it's been good.
It doesn't get much bigger than Anthony Joshua, Wembley Stadium, live on DAZN. You've been wanting this AJ fight for a long time.
Yeah.
Before you became champion, before even he had that little dip, you've always asked for AJ. Why AJ? Why not anyone else? You really called out AJ before anyone else.
I think he's the main man up there, the main guy who's holding all the keys. He's got the crown and the keys to, everything you could ever imagine. So I need to go out there and take him from him, turn him into an old man in the ring and, go out there and just rip it from him, get that, that big win, that massive win to greatness.
Yeah, that would be the win of all wins.
Yeah.
Beating AJ at Wembley Stadium would be everything. There's been a lot of talk about AJ is back, right? There was a lot of talk, quite similar to you, right? He suffered defeat, he's had to change trainer and find himself. Do you think he's back? Do you look at this as the AJ of 5 years ago when he was the unified heavyweight champion? Or do you think he's maybe past his best?
I don't think he can be that same guy. I think he's still a good fighter though. People are easily swayed in this game. He fought an MMA guy and he fought Wallen. And the last opponent, that was his first professional fight. So second or whatever.
Second after Fury,
Yeah.
So we're getting excited with his recent performances, but he's fought no one.
Really?
That's kind of what you said.
Yeah. But it's going past all that. Anyway, I believe this is the right moment. This is all about time in this sport, and now's my time, and I need to, make it my time, make it my era.
You don't go to points. That's not what you do. That's not what he does either, really. Are you expecting to knock out Anthony Joshua?
I aim to knock him out. I aim to knock out anyone I get in the ring with. So to go out there and, not put too many words out there, not make a fool of myself saying what I'm going to do. I don't want to make a fool like that. I want to go out, make a fool out of him by knocking him out. So, this is the game. This is the sport. This is really tests you as a person, as a man. So, yeah.
What do you make of his promoter, Eddie Hearn? Obviously, he talks a lot. We did the face-off the other day. What do you make of him when he's already, in his head, got a plan for AJ when it comes to Undisputed? So he's almost already looked over you and he's already thinking...
That's his man.
Yeah.
That's his man. That's carried him. He's carried his whole company, really. That's his man. You expect him to talk like that. I've got to break those plans and, we got plans too. I need to break his plans and, really go out there and take it from him.
Yeah. It's been an incredible journey.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the ups, the downs. How would you sum up the last 12 months for you?
The last 12 months have been definitely the best of my career.
Yeah.
The best turnaround, the best improvement in fights, and some of the best training camps I've had. Getting it right in the gym, getting it right, on all levels. It's definitely improving all round.
Yeah, I mean, to add to that, I think you looked incredible the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Even in the Usyk fight, look, yes, the record books will say it was a defeat, but even in that fight, going to Poland, fighting in front of all the Usyk's people. What was that like going there? I mean, you've been away before, you've done America a few times before, but going to hostile Poland to fight the champion, what was that like? Yeah,
still a bit green. And even the training camp abroad that I did for that fight was different. So, some lessons learned from that whole experience, and it's going to make me a better fighter, definitely. As it has. Did you learn any lessons in the fight? Things to take away from the fight itself, fighting the number one fighter in the world. Yeah, definitely. I think fighting a southpaw, fighting Usyk, and then how it ended and everything, it's just an all-round lesson from the past that I need to make sure never happens again in the future, and going forward from that, become, the fighter that I should be, and go on, become stronger, more focused, more determined, and the boxing life I've lived. It's been good. Yeah, it looks like it's been good, right? The performances have been good. A lot of people have been speaking about you, Daniel, for a long time. Right? You're that young kid that came through that Frank's been talking about for ages. What kind of pressure is that? Like, as a young fighter, I mean, you're only 26 now.
I mean, you're still a baby when it comes to heavyweight division. All the top guys are a lot older. Was it a lot to do with all that pressure so early?
There was pressure there, but I didn't let it drown me or anything. It was just I took it in my stride. I took it in my stride, one fight at a time. You know, win this fight and then it's on to the next. So we're building. This is what I do. This is my profession. So for me, it was just I know I can do it. So that's the belief that my dad's instilled in me from a young kid, and yeah, we've been going through it as like soldiers. So it's been good.
Even though you say no pressure, look, you're only human. You hear all the negativity, especially with the Joe Joyce fight and what not just fans were saying. I mean, you can take it from fans, but when fighters and former fighters are saying, "Oh, Dubois is a quitter. His mentality is weak," how do you deal with that? How do you deal with going onto social media and reading negative things about you?
Oh, I never do that, to be honest. I stay off social media myself.
Teach me, how do you do it? Teach me, because I need to stay off it.
I stay off social media, bro. Yeah, avoid all that too much.
But you hear it, though.
Yeah, you hear it. But, yeah, it just spurs me on, hearing that negative, talk and stuff.
The Joe Joyce defeat happened. It was a big fight at the time as well. Joe Joyce, a fantastic fighter. You rebuild from then, right? You have big fights. You go to America, Trevor Bryan. I like that fight. Don King, weird energy. Yeah. Then you have the Kevin Lerena fight. And you have to come through adversity there as well. Yeah. So you've been coming through adversity your whole career. Where'd you get that from?
I'd say my dad, soldier lifestyle, the way I was brought up. And the way I was brought up and, the way my dad is, the mentality and all that, and just life itself, the life we live. Discipline, the boxing, it keeps you on track.
I've seen your dad, he's a big man.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're big, he's bigger than you.
He's bigger than you.
What was that like, childhood? Strict?
It has to be, isn't it? You know yourself, you have to be strict to keep a control and keep a lid on everything. So it was great. It was great. I had some great experiences, my dad being a artwork selling trader, street trader, going to markets, and you did so many things.
Fun times.
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah. Did you always want to box? Was there anything else that Daniel Dubois would be doing?
I love sports, so
the whole family does sports.
Yeah. I used to do swimming. I even tried a bit of gymnastics.
Yeah, really. I can't imagine you, 20 stone.
I was very stiff, to be honest, but I gave it a go.
So look, boxing was the first love, and right now it's become an incredible sport for you, right? I mean, you're doing so well now. I mean, most people have you as a top 5, top 6 heavyweight now, which, again, you go back a couple of years, is incredible. You must be proud about where you are right now.
Yeah, keep winning. I'm proud of coming through the battles, coming out of darkness into the light. And
what do you mean by that?
Just the bad press and coming back from a defeat and all the words that people putting out there on my name and all that. Yes, just keep talking now. Keep talking what they got to say now. And
no one's talking anymore.
Yeah,
no one's talking.
Yeah, we've still got more work to do, but we're on the right track.
Yeah. Before we talk about what's coming up September 21st, Anthony Joshua, big fight at Wembley Stadium. I point because it is just over there. The Jarrell Miller and Filip Hrgović wins. I mean, 2 of the best wins of your career. You had to dig really deep in that Jarrell Miller fight. This is a guy that's 100 pounds heavier than you, which is incredible because you're a big guy yourself. Even at the weigh-in, you must have thought, geez, this guy's big.
Yeah, I was looking at that and his character as well.
Yeah,
he's no one wants to fight him.
He's a talker.
He's a talker. No one wants to fight him. Yeah. And he has that Brooklyn swag as well. So yeah, it was a great fight. Great ending, great show, and that was part of my deliverance, so I'm grateful for it.
You were on the way to a victory anyway. I think for everyone on the scorecards, you were head on point. Yeah. But it's almost like you wanted to get that stoppage to put a stamp on it because you went for him in that final round. Yeah. I mean, you could have easily fought on the back foot and decided, no, I'm not doing this, but you decided to put it on him. Yeah. Why did you do that?
That's in me. That's in my character as a fighter, to always go for the knockout. Any point in a fight, you can hold your hands up, you can go for the knockout, and we were both tired. I was exhausted, but I still had more left, and I just dug deep and you know, went for it, you know, just to stamp it and then beat him, you know, beat him properly, beat him like I'm his daddy.
I don't miss me.
No way.
You do that, and then you move on to Filip Hrgović, a guy that no one wanted to fight.
Yeah.
And I know that for a fact. Filip Hrgović was getting offers and people were turning them down left, right and centre. You put your hand up to fight Filip Hrgović. Why? Why was you so confident going into that fight against him?
Because I felt like I could beat him. We knew we could beat him, and just, you know, he's the boogeyman, and what a win that'll be. He's ranked high in the IBF, and that's like the doorway to the world title. So it made complete sense to go for that. And yeah, why go backwards fighting guys that you can't get up for, and you know, European level? Then that's just backwards. I don't want to go back. I've already cleared that level. I've already done that. Now it's the world stage I need to conquer.
Final couple of points. Don Charles. I was lucky enough to be invited to the gym many years ago and see Don talk about you in such high regard. I think back then you were 18.
Yeah.
You've now gone back to Don. You're now a grown man at 26. What has Don done to you? Because he seems to have unlocked the new Daniel Dubois. What's he done?
I think just old school mentality.
Yeah, he doesn't play around.
Yeah, old school mentality. You gotta take that on board. The basics, the fundamentals, and the foundation is really solid. So I feel like that's what is needed in this heavyweight division, especially. There's not too many fancy stuff you can do in the ring, but the basics, and if you can get them right, you're flying.
Now that you know it's AJ, have you visualised beating AJ, Wembley Stadium, holding up the IBF heavyweight title, and what that means for you?
I will be. Once the camp is rolling and training is going well, I'll get right into the zone and right into the feel of the fight. Now that it's on, it's becoming real.
Yeah. Can we come to camp? Can we get a little behind the scenes look? Okay, I'll ask Don. Look, Daniel.
No spies.
We're not spies. We're fair ground. Daniel, honestly, good luck. Congratulations with your career so far. I know you're going to put on a fantastic performance.
Yeah.
And congratulations on being IBF heavyweight champion of the world.
All right,
as well.
bro.